Well, I've gone and done it again. Yeah. So, a little bit of a backstory here on this setup and whatnot, what's going on. Why did I buy a 1966 Puch Allstate? Well, it's kind of simple, kind of complicated. No, it isn't. It's not complicated. Put you guys in the stand here for a moment. Yep. So I bought it because when I was 16, I had a Harley mini bike, dirt bike given to me. It was a 1973, 74 Aramachi, 73 Aramachi Harley Davidson X90. I might include pictures of it in this. And what it was is it was given to me. My stepdad got it from a neighbor down the street. He gave it to me. I did all the work restoring it and everything. Well, years later, I kind of outgrew it. I did. And sold it off to fund an engine project for a truck I had and everything and whatnot. And later on, I ended up, building an off-road truck and stuff like that. Daily truck, off-road. And sold it off to buy the house I live in now. Help do the down payment. But anyways, truck, love it. Back to the bike. I have since then been wanting another motorcycle, a two-stroke, to revive. And excuse me if my voice may I sound a little different. My mouth is sore and everything, so along with my throat and everything. So I got coffee with a bunch of honey in it to help. And needed something that was more for an adult size and everything. But this right here is a 1966 Puch Allstate, and it just seemed to fit the bill. What I've been looking for. A two-stroke engine, vintage, and is just, I can't say it's in immaculate shape. It is complete. The goal is to do a long-term restoration project on this. And every now and then we'll pop up a video. I'll show progress, whatever of it. It may just take months of making it and just showing it in one large video. So we'll see. So this has a very different engine design to it. Reliable. It has what's called a Twingle engine, twin piston in this configuration and it rotates backwards and does this. So it's a twin piston single combustion chamber. So it's TWINGLE. I might include a picture of that also in this video. If not, then next video possibly. So, two-stroke, 250cc. Like I say, single combustion chamber. Found it on Marketplace. So, has a sticker over it still of what not to do. Between 0 and 200 miles, don't exceed 40 miles an hour for braking, and then don't exceed 50 for the 200 to 600 miles. Well, this thing's past that. So, kind of going to go over it, get a list of things to get running at minimum for now. These are a 6-volt battery system, points ignition, of course. It has coils and everything. So we're going to have to make a little bit of a shopping list here and everything. I have been spraying things down as when I got it home, I sprayed everything. I spray stuff down, that I think is going to need penetrating fluid and stuff. I already sprayed the cylinder down, took the plugs out. They had a good burn to them. Sprayed a bunch of WD-40 down them. And I've just been kind of spraying things down as I feel necessary. for later on. The goal is to get it running, maybe put it down the street, and then after that we'll go from there. But let's go over this. So, gas tank. Gas is on the right. Lid completely shot. The tank, my first real look at it inside of it too. It's a tank, all right. A little crusty. This side is the oil. It's in beautiful shape. I wonder why. So 50, 40, 30 weight oils is what goes in here. And you know how well things like to focus. There we go. This is your dipstick to see how much oil you have. And we've got exactly none. Well, go back on there. We just had, there we go. Maybe, I don't know. There we go. Your throttle, completely locked. Front brake works. The clutch appears to work. Feel something. This is your brake. So it is a left side shift. You got your brake, which I have no idea if that works. It's got the heater hose mod done to it. Your points are under here. I have not looked at that yet. Hopefully it does in a complete rat's nest. Behind here is a battery. Or what's left of one. So, all right, we're going to need a battery. Probably ignition system components like condenser. Points might be okay. I don't know. So we're going to have to remove that to get to that. More or less. One of those awesomely terrible designs. We probably should hit that down with some lube. So we'll go ahead and we'll just, wash that off now. So a battery. The seat. It's in immaculate shape. One spot. This is easy enough to fix. The chrome, from what my research shows, double chrome plated. That didn't help it at all. Nice and crusty. Shocks, adjustable. Fully adjustable shocks. Custom baggage. What's in this one? I don't know. Wires. Cool. Taillight. Well, the red's gone. That's good. They are right side drive. There is a chain assembly in there. I have yet to see it. But this is the entire swing arm, and as you see, loading it and stuff, whereas contacting the case here. So, something needs clearance somewhere. Was a good wood grain. Yep. On this side, which I should have pushed the bike over, and I didn't like a moron. This is where another one of adjustable shocks. Passenger peg, and that's completely blown out down here. But in here houses the most important stuff. A mouse nest at one point. Dual coil setup. So we're gonna need coils and cleaning. Oh, yeah. Probably should order a manual, too, huh? See, completely blown out. So, a manual. I have no idea. What does this go to? Don't know. Just let that sit there. Close this back up. There we go. A key. I don't know what it goes to. I doubt it's ignition, unless somebody did something custom on me. I couldn't tell you. Maybe we should look. Is that something that's going to bite us? Oh no, it's a locking. Doesn't really lock much anymore. So that's good. 4-speed transmission. So that's also another plus. Compression. Really good on this one. Let's see if you guys can hear this. See that? So, really good compression. Petcock, probably locked up. Your oil output. Dual spark plug. They fire at the same time. Interesting. Carburetor is, well, it's a little locked up. That's okay. I've been spraying it liberally too. At least I sprayed it when I got home. May need a carb kit, so we'll put that on the list, or at least a needle. Dual exhaust. High and low, possibly your horn. Get back around to the other side. Center stand also, and this is your pull-up handle. Getting it on, it's just center stand. 309 pounds is what it weighs. Advertised speeds up to 80 miles an hour. I'm thinking that's with a 150-pound guy. Your ignition key. So. That's it. Missing the neutral light. I have no idea what that one's for. High beam. So, little history, I guess. Austria made, as I've mentioned. There were 2 dealers here in the U.S. back in the day where you could buy these directly from, or you can buy it under the Sears and Roebuck name, Allstate. This is a 66 model, as I said. You can still get parts for these today, I'm told. New parts, refurbished, and crap like that. There's a dealer here somewhere in the U.S. I'll have to ask around. I was told I'll have to ask a guy to buy from me. He said he's going to give me a link to it, so we'll end up doing that. See if they have the parts we're going to need. But so far we need coils, a battery, probably points, condenser, carb kit. We'll see what their prices are if they've got everything. Spend some time sourcing some stuff. But I think this will fit the bill for kind of a long-term project and everything. I do love my chainsaws, but I love my 2-strokes. And this is just a part of, I guess I want to say American history, but also, you know, it's definitely history right here. And you don't see many of these. The guy I bought it from had like some 15 of them on his back porch. He was getting a garage or shed built to house them. He was a really good collector, very knowledgeable. Thanks, Jeff. So, but that's just a little rundown on this. Like I said, I'll see if I can include pictures probably at the end. Maybe I already spliced them in of the Twingle engine. They can be found on Google. They are the inline ones, not side by side. So it's just amazing that I was just happy to find something like this. It came in 175cc and 250cc version. This is, like I say, this is the 250. We're gonna have a lot of stuff we're gonna need overtime for her, but it's complete and it's gonna need a little bit of everything. We'll see. The biggest thing is getting the engine running and stuff like that. If we can get it to fire over, run, and stuff like that, that'll be a big thing. There's a video on YouTube that describes how the oiling system also on these works, but I guess I might miss a step or two in this, but in layman's terms, there's an oil pump. It pumps into the block through a hole in the crankshaft, and it lubes the bearing for the connecting rod where it connects to the crankshaft, but also the crankshaft slings it. These engines rotate backwards, by the way. I forgot to mention that. They're backwards. So it rotates backwards. It slings oil from the crankshaft to a little port that connects, that's mirrored to the other side of the block, and it goes down into a pipe, lubricates a bearing on that side and the seal. But also, a lot of the oil also gets slung and pushed up into cylinder walls, the piston, where oil gets forced up into the into where the connecting rod connects to the piston pin, and lubricates other areas. It's a simple design, and it's definitely one of those you may have to actually run the 30 weight because you need more volume than you do. Like, these are meant for volume, from my understanding, from what I'm looking at. It needs a volume of oil in order to lubricate stuff, not just a small amount to get to things. But I'm kind of thinking if I run a hybrid of oil, like clots mixed in with some 30 weight, so you get the protection of modern day, but it can be volumized to get where it needs to go. So we will see. If anybody else has any information, your thoughts on the oiling, let me know in the comments. I do read them. You can also message me on Instagram and stuff like that. Find me on Facebook and Modified Saws. But let me know what you think of this. I was really excited. Like I said, bought the truck. 2 weeks later, it's like, I gotta do something with it. And, well, here it is. You'll probably notice that there's going to be a tractor missing back there. The wheel horse we're saying goodbye to. But I'd rather have my great-grandfather's tractor than the wheel horse. Until I get more space, maybe I'll get an older wheel horse. But, like I say, this is just a quick introduction video. We'll get back to chainsaws and stuff. I'm limited on time this weekend, probably next weekend too. My goal is to still get to a video every Friday out for you guys to the end of this year. And I've got a few weeks coming off of work, of company shutdown, paid shutdown, and really grind out the videos and stuff for you all and spend some time in the garage and, you know, stuff like that. Keep warm out here and everything. It's a cool 61 out here, which I can handle that just fine. I'm in a hoodie. But, like I say, I'm going to go ahead. I may do a little more look over on it. I'll go ahead and see what parts I can order. And hopefully we'll be back here shortly with everything and stuff like that. But until then, like I say, like, comment, subscribe. You never know what's going to come through that garage door. You never know. We've got plenty to do and limited time, it seems. But that's fine. Spend some time with the family and house and everything. Christmas is coming. And, like I say, thanks for watching. And, any links, any help you can get on these, let me know. Sounds like I'm going to need it.